What if I told you reading too much is actually affecting your grades? Let me explain. See, do you know how that you can actually read a topic so much that now you have gone to the complex stuff and then you start to forget the simple stuff? I don't know if that makes sense to you. I don't know if you've ever experienced that before, but I have. I've heard many students say this. Like, I was reading so hard, I was expecting hard questions, and then the lecturer said very simple ones. Like, that was not what I was expecting. I wasn't prepared for that. So, as much as trying to understand complex parts, make sure that the basics are still intact in your head. Review the basics from time to time. Yeah? Yeah. Another thing that is killing your grades is reading what you want and not actually what the lecturer wants. Let me explain this. If you have a syllabus or whatever, you should actually focus on your syllabus first. Try to cover that first before you start reading outside of your syllabus. I know this sounds like common sense, but many people actually get carried away reading outside what the lecturer actually wants. Like, for instance, there's a big topic, but the lecturer is only teaching a section of that topic for the semester. But you're reading the whole topic when you have not even read the other subtopics that the lecturer wants you to know. You should do what your lecturer wants first, read what the outline is, the syllabus is first, before you start to move on to other things. If there are things that catch your interest as you're reading, just have a separate book where you note down those topics so that you can go back to them and study, because at the end of the day you don't have all the time in the world. You have a semester is a semester, right? It is within a particular frame of time. So if you're spending much of that time consuming information that you don't even need for that semester, you might not have enough time to read the actual things that you need for that semester. So skip whatever part is not required or important for the meantime. Note them down. When you have free time later, you can always go back to it. Another thing that could be affecting your grades is reading when you're very, very sleepy or when you're very, very tired. See, you're not a robot, you're not a machine. Yeah, as much as you want to cover so much, your body also needs rest. Whenever it is that you're studying and you're feeling very, very sleepy, chances are you will not actually gain anything from that study session. So just try and rest first. Like, just sleep first before you continue your reading. Sleep. Yes, sleep and set an alarm. Let the sleep wear off, especially if you know that you're sleep deprived. Another thing that is killing your grades is reading passively. See, reading passively is basically just taking the information and then reading as if you're reading a storybook. Nope. The better way to read would be to just ask questions from yourself. In fact, do past questions. Past questions are like the most effective way to be sure that you know something. Like, yes, read and understand what you read, but at the end of the day, quiz yourself, right? If you quiz yourself, it's even possible that you would have solved the actual questions that will be asked in your exams. Now, one last thing that may be killing your grades is not answering your questions with the right format, like not presenting your answers with the right format. There are some courses that require you to write lots of stories. You literally have to write everything that you know in that course to answer those questions. But then there are some courses that require you to just write out the points that are needed. Yes, you have to understand the demands of each course. You have to understand that there are courses that you're going to be answering multiple choice questions. There are also courses where it is essay, right? And sometimes the way you read for those things are a bit different, right? So you have to understand how to answer questions in whatever course you're doing. Yeah, so those are my tips for today. Stick around. I'm going to be coming back with more tips, and then add your own tips, please. Let's meet in the comment section. Tell me what other random tips you have that you feel that people can learn from, that I can learn from. Yeah, and I'll see you in my next video. No, I'm not seeing you in my next video. Subscribe. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.